What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and this is the first episode of season 2. As you guys can see, there is a new layout over here. I'm trying something different just to use my creative ideas and mix it in with stuff that I actually like doing. Because as much as I like to record these videos for you guys, this is actually very entertaining, fun, and educational for me, as I am a paranormal investigator reacting to paranormal call on tape. And today we're going to react to scary flashbacks, moments after cops witnessed paranormal activity. There are a lot of what I call, paranormal victims, people that are going through paranormal activity within their house. And, they try their best to record, the activity, but unfortunately, there are some that are just waiting for that clickbait, just to get their 15 minutes in with some fake paranormal call on tape. Unfortunately, real paranormal victims with real paranormal activity, they suffer for it. So, but knowing that this video is primarily with authority, law enforcement, it kind of gives a little bit more credence to these videos. So I can't wait to see what they have in store with this compilation video. So, you know what? Let's get it started.
Like somebody's in the car.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Oh, I've seen this one.
I'm at site 422.
This last clip is from a patrol officer who swears he keeps seeing shadows on and inside of this building.
Site 422. This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes.
Looks abandoned.
From encountering evil criminals to encountering paranormal activity, law enforcement officers have to face it all in their line of duty. What will happen when cops encounter paranormal activities while on duty? Let's witness the moments when horrifying paranormal activities happened with the cops. On 3rd March 2021, a TikToker user, Paranormal 9886, posted eerie bodycam footage that was deleted by the police department as people were freaking out after witnessing this paranormal footage. This was a simple traffic stop, and the car pulled over to the side of the road. Little did cops know this would become a horrible nightmare for them.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
Somebody was definitely in the car when cops signed to pull over, but when they finally approached the car, it looked like the car was driving without any driver. What a horrifying encounter it must have been for that cop late at night.
And the radio's
This
playing.
is some spooky.
When he approached the driver's side door, a hand was visible, but there were no signs of anyone else in the car when he finally reached there.
Like somebody's in the car. I swear to God, I saw somebody in the car.
Isn't it creepy? There were no signs of a fleeing suspect as cops were right behind that car all the time. Or was it some other creature driving the car? A creature that didn't belong to the human world. Let's move on to our second case.
Hold on. Then they go quick here. All right, so this would have been an awesome catch. I'm sorry, you guys. Again, I'm a paranormal investigator, so my brain, when I see these videos, I look for every detail. Even though it's a body cam of a cop, I'm gonna say supposedly from a cop, right? Because my red flag here is there was a cut in the video. So, you see the hand. I mean, what looks like three fingers. So yeah, sure, creature. It's very, that's. But there was a cut in the video, so just in case, I'm a little bit under the weather, but we still got to record. We still got to put out some content for you guys. So just in case, hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. But yeah, there was a cut in the video. This would have been awesome if there was no cut and it was through and through. But the idea of it, though, just think about it. You're a police officer. You pulled over a vehicle, which, by the way, is a different vehicle that you see. Like getting pulled over is like a red Honda or something. And then when the body cam shows like a bluish muscle car. But anyway, it would have been a cool video if it was a video through and through. But we see what we get. So let's continue on.
Which shook everyone around that neighborhood. On 22nd November 2021, around midnight, a woman called 911 for a reported burglary, but things took a turn as soon as cops were dispatched to the location.
What seems to be the problem?
I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door was open. I think somebody broke in.
Does anyone live in the house?
Yes, my husband, myself, and our two kids, but they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
Two upstairs and one downstairs.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Just stay here, man.
Just the idea that that if this is fake, like they went all out to orchestrate this to the point that there's even there is a neighborhood. They're gonna see all of this, people questioning, unless everybody around the neighborhood is in it. I mean,
Not only was this place eerily silent, but there were unexplained door moments everywhere. This woman mentioned her husband and some other people living here, but the closets were empty like they had never been used before.
she said they were out of
Police.
town. Just saying.
Anyone inside?
There were mysterious sounds when cops were searching the room, but they just disappeared as soon as the cop turned his back. The haunting atmosphere of this house was getting more suspicious with each passing minute.
I'm gonna check downstairs. You get upstairs.
Not for nothing, this is kind of interesting to see a paranormal call on tape on a police body cam. That is normal for paranormal
Police.
investigators to have.
Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Yeah. I mean, again, it is normal for equipment to go haywire when there is paranormal activity going on. Another door opening. I feel like there was a cut in the video though, right? Not during that glitch, but before, because he went into the room, then all of a sudden he turns around and he's like facing that door. I could be wrong. Happened kind of quick.
As soon as the cop stepped on the staircase, there was a creepy noise on the back, but he encountered nothing. Was there a mysterious creature doing this? Was the house haunted?
Ugh. Ugh. The phantom running. Jeez, that always gets me. Did you guys hear it? Sounded like somebody ran up behind him.
Upstairs clear?
Yeah, we're good.
With these questions in our mind, let's move on to the next case. On 14th August 2018, cops were doing a K9 search in a suspect house that turned into a horrible encounter for them. A house that had no human because everyone was killed by the house owner. Even the children.
This, sorry to pause you guys, but this actually made headline. I think there's even a story, a documentary about this whole thing on Netflix. I could be wrong, but yeah, this went crazy. The father, uh, I believe, was having an affair, ended up, unaliving, the wife, the kids in a horrific manner. I mean, damn. I mean, if you want, you, sometimes I just don't get freaking crazy people. But if you're unhappy in your relationship, there's no reason whatsoever to unalive everybody just so you could just so you could think you could have a free life with another woman. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Children were brutally killed by the father.
I recall seeing this too. They call a couple
Still,
of EVPs.
there were sounds in that house. Even the K9 dogs sensed that there was something around. They were not barking, but sounded like they were whining. The voices were coming very clearly from the first floor, as if a human was talking to them. But even after searching twice, they found no one.
So those dogs are going to track the scent. So we may be able, if they're still out there. Have they started yet?
Those were strange voices, as "This is our home" and "Help." Were those the ghosts of children and their mothers? Were those voices complaining about how brutally they had been killed? This sent shivers down the officer's spine.
Yeah. Say what? 99. Who was it?
Just to be advised, I have an update in your call. RP has possible information for you.
I could be wrong, but it almost looked like there was some sort of movement on the top behind this, half wall, right on top of the stairwell. But it could just be my eyes due to the movement of the camera. But it looked like there was some movement up there.
On contact by phone to reference the call.
This paranormal activity is disturbing and terrifying at the same time. The incident took place on December 31st, 2022. A Polish police patrol was called to a woman.
Polish? Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he meant to say Polish. I mean, I've worked with Polish people for many, many years. I've never once heard them address themselves as Polish. Let's
And suspected of being possessed in the village of Grubsko in Greater Poland. On that day, the woman had consumed a small amount of alcohol and played games related to summoning spirits, such as the Ouija board.
How did they know how much she drank?
The woman was possessed by unknown spirits and acted crazily while looking out of the window. She didn't stop doing that even when everyone asked her to think about her children. This woman was later identified as Kamala, who was now under the influence of something unknown.
Why does it sound like they're like the police is talking to this lady like if she's a child? Na 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 na. Yeah, she looks like a witch though, right? Or is it just me? I don't know no liquor that do that. I definitely don't know no liquor that do that. No. She did something else. Yeah, it's called the Ouija board.
Chodź na dół, twoje dziecko cię woła. Chodź Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
No, it is wild.
Wiki cię woła.
Kamala had no such medical history of mental disorder. Cops decided to approach her closely and enter the house, but it looked like the demons inside her didn't like it at all.
That guy is holding the other one back. I mean, they ready to tase her too.
No, totalnie. Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam, do... Uważaj.
Dude. Dude.
The fear was clear on the faces of the police officers in the video as they tried to reach the woman. Terrifying sounds echoed from the rooms. The woman was seen throwing objects and making eerie, guttural noises. The officers were too scared to go in.
Hold on one second. Okay. It'll be more in, I would like a little bit more background. I mean, I know we see what we get, and there's, we're depending on the narrator to tell us everything else. But my question is, why was she using a Ouija board in the first place by herself? So, if I mean, let's put everything in perspective. I see that somebody that's in, like in sorrow, like in a real bad spot, lost somebody, and they went to drink and wanted to communicate. I see that happening, right? But here's the thing, you guys. Even here's a warning for anybody who wants to use a Ouija board. I myself, even as a paranormal investigator, I don't even touch that stuff, because it is unpredictable using a Ouija board in a haunted location. A Ouija board is known to be a doorway. You could open that door, but you do not know who's coming through. You could open that door and try and contact somebody, specifically a loved one, right? Unless you're, unless you think it's just a child's game and you're just trying to scare each other. That's different. But the same result, you do not know what is going to come through. So, fair warning, you guys, for those who are curious about using a Ouija board, sometimes that is real. And you know what? The next video I'm going to do for season 2 is going to be Ouija boards. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do that.
A wy ją widzicie w ogóle?
No nie. Była to wystraszona.
Ain't no liquor do that. Ain't no liquor do that. Wait, this Poland, right? To my Polish viewers, what's that drink that has like some, I don't know, I could be wrong. It's been so many years, that it has like some worm stuff in it or something like this, or it's like green. I think it was even part of a movie. I want to say it's like abstinent. Apparently, consuming a large amount of this stuff um, can cause hallucinations. Could it be? Because I know, my back then coworker from Poland, he was gonna try because it's illegal here in the U.S. Abstinent. I think I'm pronouncing it or even saying the right one. But it's illegal here in the U.S. So he was gonna try and you know what? Enough information. There's way too many people, self snitching.
Kamila, chodź, Wiktoria przyjechała.
Dobra, weź, wstawaj.
Kamilka. Kamila.
Kurwa, do tej pory mam dreszcze, gdy oglądam.
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
I don't know what's scarier, the lady
After a
sounding like
long
this.
time of trying to reach the woman, the police managed to transport her to the hospital, where she was discharged the next day. The woman, Camila, remembered nothing the next day. On April 11th,
No, they're not gonna show us how they got her down. Like, how long did this last? From the sound, from the looks of it, it looked like they were there for hours until whatever she ingested just got out of her system. Or like, I would have loved to see the rest of that video. Damn.
2017, in Malacca, Malaysia. Freaky incident happened just after 4 a.m. at the Bandar Hilir police station in Malacca, Malaysia. No one had expected this to happen when every cop was busy on the late night shift.
Ya. Encik Ali. Cik dengan siapa, Cik? Cik dengan siapa? Cik Rahmat.
So the first door opened where the gentleman is going to now. And then this door opened.
This eerie clip shows officers jumping up and going to investigate after the glass entrance doors open, though no one's standing outside or nearby. If you look closely, the door opens in the opposite direction than the way it usually opens.
Boys gotta pull out that cell phone. Malaysia. That sounds familiar. I mean, I know it's a country, but it sounds familiar because ain't Malaysia known to have some, wasn't there like a tsunami due to a storm or something? Not saying that this was during that time. I can't even. It says 2017. I can't even. But let's just say, what if that was wind? What if that was wind? Because the main door where the gentleman is standing at right now, it kind of opened very aggressively. And then you see like debris from outside coming in, looks like leaves. So it could have been a chain reaction of a wind going through the building. I'm just saying, but at the same time, all these dudes are shook. Like all of them. Even one of them grabbed the back of their head, like trying to comprehend what just happened.
The entrance-exit doors opened simultaneously, but in the opposite direction. People claimed that the ghost died in the station coming back to take revenge. The officers quickly went towards the door, but it was of no use. It spooked all the officers working at the time.
What's up with this music? Pretty good. All right, that's enough. All right, guys.
Station boss Sheikh Abdul Aziz Sheikh Abdullah insisted the door opened because of a technical fault. He said, "I have confirmed that the doors in the police station opened and one broke, but I have not received any reports just yet. The incident may be affected by wind pressure, and I am still waiting for the reports from the policemen present at the scene." It's been 7 years, but still, there were no signs of technical fault or any human behind this. It was a paranormal activity that still haunts the officers working on late-night shifts there. With that being said, let's move on to our 6th case. On March 14th, 2017, cops in...
Wait, I think I hopefully it's this one. But guys, check out how this red door in this, I believe it's a school. Check out how this red door is closing and slamming. I mean, wind doesn't do this. There's no way there were strings attached to this door to make it slam like this. Check it out, and then just watch what the door is for. It's wild.
Brazil responded to a noise complaint filed by the school staff working there in school. The noise can only be heard from one floor. Little did the cops know they wouldn't encounter any criminal, but this.
Yo. The lights flickering, door slamming. This is like freaking perfect scenario for a horror movie.
Yes, they didn't witness any human making this noise by shutting doors this loudly. It was some creature that couldn't be seen by officers. Probably a ghost. With fear running down their spines, they stepped forward to find a reason for this paranormal activity.
Check out what's the door for, guys.
It wasn't just a door being violently slammed, but a small fire suppression system. As they got close to it, the noise disappeared, and there wasn't a single sign of wind in that lobby. But another slamming noise started coming as soon as the cops turned their back.
Honey, I'm coming home early tonight.
It's still a mystery. Some activities don't have an explanation with them. Indeed, some creatures still hate humans and don't miss a chance to haunt them. On 12 April 2018, a strange incident occurred just after 5:30 a.m. on Thursday. The New South Wales Police Department uploaded the video of the eerie footage recorded by their surveillance camera. This mysterious footage left shivers down their spine.
Members of a police department in Australia were left scratching their heads.
Shout out to my boys out there in Australia, West Perth, Australia. Gary and Jeremy. Check out you guys, the Shadow Files podcast, right here on YouTube. We have amazing podcast guests, special guests. Well, they're all special, but I meant to say special guests, not just guests. And we have a good old time there. So make sure you check out the Shadow Files podcast.
After spotting some potential ghostly activity, captured via their CCTV system. Posting the video to their Facebook page, the New South Wales Police Force explained that a garage door in their parking lot had been inexplicably left open despite the area not being used for days.
The video caption claimed that, just before dawn, with the car park empty and quiet, a garage that hadn't been used in days suddenly started to open on its own. As you can see with the door half open, a broom flies out. It stays upright for a few seconds, but then falls to the ground.
Curious as to who may have been responsible for the oversight, officers examined the security camera footage from the lot, and were surprised to find that the door had actually opened on its own. And, in a chilling culmination to the weird scene, with the door half open, a broom flies out, as if propelled by a spirited unseen force. It stays upright, then falls to the ground and gives one final kick, looking like it's in the final throes of possession. According to the police department, they've enlisted a technician to examine what appears to be a faulty door, and quipped that dealing with the demonic possessed broom is a job best handled by a parapsychologist, who investigates paranormal and psychic phenomena.
North Wales Police Department claimed that a technician is currently inspecting the door. The possessed broom sounds like a job for the ghost dusters, but it still terrified a lot of officers working there. The members of a police department are still scratching their heads after spotting this paranormal ghostly activity. Moving on to our fifth case.
I mean, we're not going to run past that. He just said ghost dusters. Yeah. I know, I know the whole thing with the broom, anyway. It's kind of interesting. It looks like the broom was kind of thrown upwards and it just had that movement, but then when it leaned back, it could have possibly leaned onto something and it just finished falling. Uh I mean, this could actually just be somebody, even like, let's say, I'm pretty sure they got janitors um working there, open the door, you know, for any reason, could have just kind of thrown the broom and it just propelled, just gave that motion, and it could have been, a human, a possible thing. I'm just saying, I could be completely wrong, but let's see this one.
Case.
This with that
On October
weird
10th,
looking lady.
2023, a simple traffic stop turned into a horrible encounter for this cop. The footage shocked the whole police department and later became questionable to the public as well. It was recorded by bodycam and dashcam. No one could claim that it was fake.
Didn't even see it.
All right. No
This
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
All right. Can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Okay.
a birthday party. So,
Got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Just a normal routine traffic stop. The cop asked for a license and registration, but as soon as he turned towards his patrol car to run the information, this happened.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck? Sarah? 3201.
The girl Sarah just disappeared like that into the air. The dashcam shows no sign of any door of her car open or anything like that. There was no one around who had helped Sarah escape. It's as creepy as it sounds. Or maybe there's a glitch in the Matrix, but no one is talking about it.
I mean, watching the video up to this point right here, you could actually see everything is coinciding. Both camera views are coinciding with each other. You can see the woman, Sarah, moving inside the car on the bottom view from the dash cam of the police vehicle. And, everything is coinciding up until she turns back and Sarah disappears. It looks like s- there's still actually a person inside the vehicle from the dash cam of the police car. From that, it looks like there's still somebody in there. Now there is a bit of a cut in the video. Oh man, I wish there was no cut. And it seems like there might be like a half a second delay after this moment right here.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck? Sarah? 3201.
Didn't even see it.
All right. No
This
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
All right. Can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's
Okay.
a birthday party. So,
Got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Did some unknown creature take her? From that day onwards,
Oh, what's
there
up with the
was no
creatures?
sign of a girl named Sarah. Cops weren't able to trace her ID. Her true identity remains
don't
a
know
mystery.
about this one,
Whether the
guys.
sky engulfed her or the earth took her, Sarah's mystery remains like that. On July 8th, 2023,
I don't know about that one.
scary bodycam footage was revealed. An officer was out on duty on his patrol, but he was about to encounter some paranormal activities at a house he was searching after getting a noise complaint. This was just the start of horrifying activities.
I'm at site 422.
This last clip is from a patrol officer who swears he keeps seeing shadows on and inside of this building.
Site 422.
Yeah, they're showing us the window.
This place definitely gives out some creepy vibes.
The body cam captures something or someone on the inside of this abandoned building. Yet no one is supposed to.
As you see, there was an unexplainable shadow around the window. The atmosphere around
Sorry. I mean, again, I'm just gonna say it. So the police officer, they usually go in duos. They're teamed up. No matter what country, I believe in every country, they're in a team. Two people backing each other up. So, and the police officer did say, something us, right? Us. So there's another person there. So I believe that shadow was just the officer's reflection from his partner from the back with his flashlight. That what it seems to me, because even the shadow was kind of moving with the movement of the camera. Yeah, like I don't even know how to word it out properly, but the way the shadow was moving was like the person moving that has the camera. Yeah.
this house was so eerie, and there were silent screams everywhere.
Supposed to be inside.
I keep seeing shadows walking by. What the f?
Did the cop run back or continue his search? Did he make his way back or not? These mysteries will always remain like this. On July 20th,
Or I could be completely wrong. I thought that was part of the editing of the video, but if that was actually what was recorded, that laughing, that giggling or whatever, uh, that's a pretty gnarly freaking EVP right there. That's for sure. Electrical voice phenomenon.
2023, the Brazilian police department responded to a call about a noise
Oh, you guys, check this one out. This was actually when I first started putting content up on TikTok. Just in case you guys follow, if you want to support, I have all of the social medias right down. Let me see where if it right over there. Anyway, um, you know, this is one of the first videos I actually posted because it looks like a SWAT team is going into this place where there is a door. Do you remember the red door? Yeah. Same thing over here. This door is just opening, closing, and there's nothing there. There's it cannot be wind. It cannot be wind.
disturbance. The locals thought it might be due to annoying neighbors living across them, but it was much more than that. Little did the cops know they would encounter this after finally reaching there.
Mano, que é isso, bicho?
No humans were living inside that house. The doors were banging independently, though there were no signs of winds.
Caralho, mano, bora, mano. Deus me livre, mano. Vai, mano, vai, mano. Vai, mano, vai, mano.
Law enforcement officers stepped in to see if there was any human involvement there, but not soon after they realized what they had encountered was paranormal. They discovered a ghost there, or probably some other creature trying to destroy the peace of this neighborhood.
Vai, mano.
Things started to fall on their own. It was very clear that the ghost didn't like them there. They knew they had to run as fast as possible. What a horrifying experience indeed. In each of these chilling encounters, police officers faced the unexplainable, ghostly figures, eerie sounds, and strange disappearances that defy logic. These terrifying moments left both the officers and viewers questioning what they had just witnessed. As the line between reality and the supernatural blurred, one thing was clear. These encounters with the unknown would haunt their memories forever. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Comment below which case you find the most terrifying. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.
Ooh, did I get it? Damn, you guys see that? I paused it right before it started a new video. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, it's wild seeing that last video. Once again, it's been so long, and just when something sounds like like glass breaking, this again, they look like they SWAT, right? Or even army militants, or militia or whatever. We're all talking about Brazil, and he freaking that dude bounced. So there's a big difference between dealing with somebody else that's pointing a gun at you and a ghost. Different, different. Just because the energy and the atmosphere in a haunted location raises everything, all that hair, all the goosebumps, everything in the back of your neck. We as paranormal investigators, we have to actually try and hold ourselves down and not, book it the first sign of paranormal activity. But anyway, you guys, if you are enjoying yourselves, please do what you do when you like a channel. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next. Peace.